child is delivered, this is for every child. Once a child is delivered, they have a lot of red blood cells in their body. The red blood cells in their system is a lot. So it has to be broken down, and then it has to reach the normal level of red blood cell a child is supposed to have. So all children go through this process. The red blood cells will break down and it will be excreted out of the system to balance out the normal red blood cells in their body. But children are children, infants are infants. Their bodies are small, their organs are small, and the breakdown of these red blood cells has to do with the liver. Okay, breaking down of the red blood cells, the end product, it ends up in something we call bilirubin, and it has to be excreted out of the body. So usually when you observe babies, if you've had a baby or you've had somebody has a baby, their stool is usually green in color for like the first week or the first 2 weeks. That's the process of the breakdown of the red blood cells and the bilirubin being excreted out of their system. So it passes through their poo, and their poo is green in color. And then as it clears, then the poo starts changing to the normal brown, yellowish kind of poo that we all know. Okay. Some children are not able to excrete this breakdown of the red blood cells that ends up to become bilirubin out of the poo. It ends up being absorbed into their bloodstream. Okay, bilirubin is not supposed to go to your blood, but with some children, because their bodies are not able to spit it out normally, it gets absorbed into their blood, and then the bilirubin deposits in their skin because it's now in their blood. You know, the blood transports everything, every nutrient everywhere. So when the bilirubin is absorbed in the blood, it starts showing on your skin as the yellow color of their skin. The more bilirubin gets absorbed in their blood, instead of them excreting it out, the more yellowish their skin becomes. Okay. So most children, or let me say some children, in the first few days, their skin turns yellow, but some of them without treatment, and then they're okay, like their body balances it out. But it doesn't apply to all children. Some children, their bodies will not balance it out. It only keeps getting worse. So you see the yellow very light today, it just keeps getting worse and getting worse and getting worse. Those children have other factors. We'll come to that later. But the more bilirubin gets absorbed in your blood, and you start showing the yellowness of your skin. So it starts from your face, then the sclera of your eyes, the whiteness of your eyes becomes yellow, your your chest becomes yellow. You don't even have to press on it, and then it's already yellow. The skin becomes yellow. It moves into your palm, becomes yellow, to the soles of your feet. That's when it's getting really dangerous. Everywhere is yellow instead of you being pink in color. And then you start noticing this child becomes very dull. When the child becomes very dull, then you know that this yellowness is now not just in the blood, it's graduating to other places. And then the last stage where if it graduates to is an issue is the brain. So it starts graduating to the brain, this child becomes very slow. As an active child that you maybe delivered yesterday, your baby was active, now your baby becomes very slow, the cry becomes very slow, then you know that this jaundice has gotten to the brain and it's almost to the last stage.
And then this is it too.